The most important lesson I learned about how to deal with difficult people is to ask myself if silence is an option. The question, was silence not an option, comes from the iconic interview with Ezra Klein and Ta-Nehisi Coates. I love Ta-Nehisi Coates, but I've used it in my own life as someone who could be very reactionary, and who in my childhood felt like I always had to defend my opinion, and I had to, like, if I did not react, then I would be eaten alive. That's how it felt. I've always been such a reactionary person, and I've always been pretty easily triggerable easily triggered, because if you knew the buttons to hit, I would let you hit them and I would get triggered and you would get the reaction you wanted out of me. But ever since I watched that interview, and they were talking about politics, but ever since I watched that interview, I find myself asking, is silence an option here? Could I be quiet? And I'm actually learning also to do that with TikTok, with like creating content. As someone who wants to be a writer, as someone who writes, again, this reactionary part of me, I think, gets the best of me, and I actually don't think it's conducive to being a writer. If my every first thought is to come on here and say what I gotta say, then why even, like, I sometimes feel the need, well, I already said it, why do I have to write it? And that's probably not going to be my best thought. And I wonder if I just sit on it and stay silent for a while, if something better comes along. And if we allow ourselves that privilege, how much better will the outcomes be? But just in personal relationships, it's been top tier advice.